This is ANN News Brief.
Pope Francis has called for the closing of migrant detention camps in Libya, saying they were rife with torture and slavery. The Pope, who has made the defense of migrants and refugees a key part of his pontificate, made his comment on Thursday to a group of refugees, including women and children, brought to Italy by the Vatican from a transit camp on the Greek island of Lesbos. He said, quote, "How can we fail to hear the cry of so many brothers and sisters who prefer to face a tempestuous sea rather than die slowly in Libyan detention camps, places of torture and ignoble slavery?" End quote. The United Nations figure shows more than 5,000 refugees and migrants are held in 19 official detention facilities in Libya, some controlled by armed groups as well as unknown number in squalid centers run by traffickers. Rights groups also said abuses are rife, including beating and forced labor. The Tunisian government says lack of basic services to African migrants and refugees, such as the schooling of their children, have become a big challenge. Tunisia has had a significant flow of migrants since 2011 from Libya and has also turned into a host country for sub-Saharans. The Tunisian Forum of Economic and Social Rights released information recently saying African children in general are facing many difficulties, especially in terms of access to education. A large number of children from migrant families have been deprived of schooling because of the material conditions of their parents.
Children in general are facing many difficulties, especially in terms of access to education. 40% of these children have joined private educational institutions, but the rest do not have access to any education.
We'll be right back.
Whether in your house, at your office, on your phone or online, we are there. We have the facts behind the headlines. We cut to the chase with the news you really need. We cover every angle. We are the bigger, better news network. We are African News Network. ANN. Watch ANN News on MITV from a truly African spirit.
A young South African has recently wowed his friends and neighbors by building his own car entirely out of scrapped car parts and metal. 20-year-old inventor Mogadi Machaba was born in Limpopo province, where he also grew up. He spent 1 year constructing his vehicle before it was finally ready to hit the road. Limpopo is a place synonymous with poverty and unemployment.
Of cars. That's why I make this car. Actually, I spend a lot of time in car so that know about car. I made this car because I love car and it is my dream car. So I'm poor. I don't have money to buy a new car. So that's why I made this one.
That is ANN News Brief at 1. For details on these and other breaking stories, visit our website, annafrica.news. Conversation continues on our social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at ANN Africa TV. I'm Lucy Ademi.